Welcome back guys, and in this lesson we're going to add the header area of our website, and this means that once we click these three lines, the navbar will collapse, or it will drop down, and you can see the about us over here and the contact us over here on the right side. So let's quickly start with our code, and this code will come on top of our navbar code. So let's create a div over here, give it a class of navbar, collapse, another class of collapse, and another class of inverse. Then inside this create another div of class of container fluid, and inside this another class or another div of class about. Inside this about we're going to create an h4 tag, and then as a child sibling of our h4 tag we're going to create a p tag and give it a class of text-muted. Press tab and you get a div with a class of navbar, a div with a class of container fluid, a div with a class of about, h4 tags, and as a child sibling of our h4 tags we get paragraph tags with a class of text muted. Now after this div, which has a class of about, we're going to create some more divs. So create a div with a class of column small 3. Inside this create another div of class social, and inside this create an h4 tag which will have the text contact written inside it. Contact, and over here or as a child sibling we're going to create unordered list tags with class of list-unstyled. It will be unstyled instead of unstyled. Check if the spellings are correct. And then inside this unordered list tags with the class of list unstyled, we're going to create list tags, and we'll have 3 list tags. So as soon as you press tab you'll get a div of class column small 3, a div of class social, h4 tag, unordered list with a class of list unstyled as a child sibling of our h4 tags, and 3 list tags. Let's undo this because we need to add some button tags inside our list tags. So inside our list tags we're going to add a button tag with a class of btn, another class of btn-success, and then we can press tab. So we get list tags with the class of btn success. Now let's make some changes over here, and inside this h4 tag we're going to write about us. Inside these paragraph tags we're going to add some lorem ipsum. So just write lorem over here, enter the tab, and you'll get some lorem ipsum over here. Let's have some more lorem ipsum. Yeah, now it looks good. So after this paragraph tag we have our column tag, column div tag, social div tag, and after this contact div tag let's create a horizontal row. And after every list tag let's create a break tag. So we have a break tag over here and a break tag over here. Save this, give this button a type, and the type will be button, and let's also give them an href. So the easy way of giving all these 3 list tags is putting your cursor over here, press Ctrl, click here, and click here as well, enter type, and as you can see that it is entering or typing whatever we're typing over here into all these 3 fields. So the type will be button, and after this class we're going to add href tags. So let's first give a space, href, and the href will be a pound sign for now. So let's save this, go to our website.html, refresh, press this and still nothing happens. So let's see what the problem is. Let's navigate back. So let's figure out what the problem is. We have a div of class navbar collapse, collapse, and inverse. Let's add an ID over here. So the ID will be, let's say, navbar header. Let's save this, and over here where our button was, so we have given a data target a navbar header. Oh, one thing we forgot was add a pound sign over here, because whenever you're targeting an ID over here, navbar header, you always enter a pound sign. And a shortcut for adding an ID is that if I create a div over here with a class of container, and to give it an ID I only enter a pound sign and give whatever ID I want. So for example, navbar, enter, I have a class of container and an ID of navbar. So let's save this. After deleting shortcut I told you, refresh, press this, and we have the about us over here and the contact over here. So it's a bit messed up. Let's style this up. Go back to our brackets editor. Now navigate to our styles.css, and after our image tag we are going to target the navbar dash collapse ID and give the same function to our container dash fluid ID as well. Press enter, and inside this we're going to give it a padding of 2 rem and 2.5 rem. Then give it a border bottom, add a plus and a border bottom of 1 pixel. It will be solid and the color will be 55595C. Save this. Now let's target another ID of navbar dash collapse, and this time we're going to target the h4 tag, which was over here. Navbar this h4 tag, about us tag over here. So target this h4 tag, open up curly braces, give it a color of let's say 818A91, which is gray. Then let's target the navbar dash collapse once more, and text muted, which was given to the paragraph tags over here. Open up curly braces, give them a color of also gray. So hashtag 818A91, semicolon, save this, go back, refresh, press this, and still not working. So let's see what the error is. Go back. So the text on the button is not shown, and that was what I was worried about. So it's very simple, I just forgot to enter text. So let's enter the text, for example follow, or let's say Twitter. Over here let's say Facebook, and over here let's say email us. Let's fix the spelling over here, Twitter, and let's change the color of the button as well. So let's do this primary, and let's do this warning. So this primary will make it a blue button and warning will make it a yellow button. Save this, go back, refresh, and now we have 3 buttons: Twitter, Facebook, email us, and we have some about us over here which has lorem ipsum in it. So basically lorem ipsum is a random text that is randomly generated. So let's navigate back to our code, and we're done with our programming for our header area. And in the next lesson we are going to make a jumbotron, or in other words create a jumbotron, which is a new feature in Bootstrap 4, and it is a big box to attract extra attention of the user to the website. So I'm very excited to move on to the next lesson, and you should also be excited because it's a very interesting feature that Bootstrap 4 alpha version contains. So stay focused, stay tuned. Any problems, just feel free to contact me on the discussions tab, and I will answer those questions as soon as possible. So stay focused, stay tuned, and let's move to our next lesson.